Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm great, Andrew. It's great to be together. This is our final session for the 53 challenge series that went along with our Master UFO. We'll continue, of course, the Master UFO series, but this is the final in our 53 challenge that we had. So it's a bittersweet night, right?
Absolutely. Has it been a year already? It's
It's
that's
been a year.
crazy, but hats off to everybody that stayed on, stayed consistent, that participate in, or you guys were a part of the 53 challenge as we went through this. So let's start off tonight. We're recognizing some of you on the leaderboard, but we'd like to first start off by recognizing everybody that made it onto the year-to-date leaderboard. This is the worldwide leaderboard, meaning Jim, this is the best of the best, right? Like worldwide. So congratulations, to all of you. And some of you have your names show up in multiple categories. So great job, everybody. And we look forward to celebrating you and your success at
Andrew, I'd go even further and just say congratulations, whether you're on the leaderboard or not. If you completed this year, you stayed focused, you stayed the course, and that's really what the focus of that challenge was pushing yourself to be a little bit better and staying the course. And if you did that, you're a champion, and that's what's great. And we're really proud of you. Those of you on the leaderboard, you obviously took it to a whole nother level, but I got to say, we're proud of everybody who stayed focused, stayed the course. So glad you did, and glad you're on tonight with us. And Andrew, it's always a pleasure to be on anything with you. So it's great. Why don't you put in the chat where you're from? I see a few people doing it. I'd love to know where you guys are from tonight, which would be wonderful.
Yeah, great to see you guys. We've got more and more people pouring in, and we've also got folks tuning in from Facebook Live. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be recognizing some of the top producers on the leaderboard, as we have done every quarter. And we've handpicked 4 very special individuals here to spend the evening with us, so that we can get some top tips from them and continue to stay the course. And the first person I'd like to introduce is an executive coordinator. Jim, she has created over 12,806 new BV course of these last 12 months. Jessica Starwalt is with us, and I believe Jessica is majoring in shop financial. So we'll be able to get some top tips from her this evening. How are you doing, Jess? Awesome, great. She's at a wellness 101 this evening. So creating, like Jim, you were saying, creating more BV.
Creating more BV. You're gonna have to unmute yourself though, Jess, at some point. Is that now, Andrew, or is that later?
That's later from time to time. Let's introduce everybody. Let's introduce everybody first. Next, we've got Lisa Wan.
Wow.
Lisa is an executive director in the business, and she's generated over 13,374 new BV sales over the course of the last 12 months personally, and added 244 new preferred customers. And we had the pleasure of learning from Lisa at this past leadership school, where she did a phenomenal job teaching us about about prospecting, qualifying, and matching and mirroring, and making sure we're effective in what we do. And Lisa is leading by example. Thank you for spending the time with us tonight, Lisa. Great to have you on.
Thank you.
We also have with us from California as well, professional coordinator, Hongna Du. Hongna has sponsored 11 new partners. Hongna, that's 11 personal sponsorships over the last 12 months. That's almost one a month.
That is great.
And generated over 11,018 new BV. That's almost 1,000 a month too. That's double the Master UFO criteria. So thanks for spending the time with us tonight, Hongna.
And Andrew, remember that is new BV, not
right.
all BV. That's just new. So when we're talking to people and we're seeing these numbers of 12, 11, 13,000 new BV. That does not include any repeat orders from the regular customer. That's fantastic what
Right.
all of you are doing. It's really incredible.
It does not include personal use as well.
Right.
Which is nuts. So great job, team. And finally, last but not least, we have Alexandra Cummings joining us tonight. She's a supervising coordinator, earned in excess of $7,500 in a 4-week period, 13 personal sponsorships, and I believe 2 more coming this week. So this is not her final number yet, but 13 personal sponsorships, 22,095 new BV over the course of the last 12 months. 114 business plans were shown and 165 new preferred customers registered. Alex, great to have you on with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's let's have everybody turn on your cameras. We'd love to go around and get some tips from you. So starting with, I'm going to go to Jessica. Jessica, you've demonstrated that you can generate a lot of new BV through Shop Financial. I mean, can you shed some light on that and share some tips? There may be some people who are listening in who are interested in going down the Shop Financial route in majoring in their business. Jessica, any tips you have for us?
Well, understand that it's not a one and done. It's literally opening the door for you to be able to offer more products and services. So I truly look at Debt Shredder as just my way in because, well, most people have some form of debt or need some assistance in that manner. So that for me is one of the biggest tips is think about it as just a door opening, right? What else, what other things, what other products and services can we offer them to just be able to help them better themselves in their lives?
And when you do that, Jess, and you have a client who buys your Debt Shredder product through Shop Financial, how much BV does that create for you on a retail sale?
600 BV.
600 BV.
Yes.
And there's quite a bit of retail profit along with that also, isn't there?
$1,400 is, not too shabby.
$1,400. So, and I know because you and I have worked together on a lot of different things, but that 600 BV is great. But you've really worked at becoming well-rounded besides what you do with Shop Financial and the Debt Shredder, but turning that then into moving other products, right?
Absolutely. Like Andrew was talking about earlier, I'm actually currently at a Wellness 101 for one of my teammates. Because that's what we're doing is we're literally supporting each other and just putting products and information in front of people, right? Leave the choice up to them, but you have to get the products in front of them or they're never going to know what's out there to help them.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Jess. Let's go to Lisa now. Lisa, you've generated also quite a large amount of new BV. That's 13,000 new BV and 244 preferred customers. Can you share some tips with us on how you're doing that or how you've done that this past year?
I do a lot of trial size marketing. I buy a ton of it, and I go kind of like the extra mile. I don't just I throw it into the customers, but I put in a handwritten note. I label every single one because I think it's so easy to stick on labels. It could come from like a service, but I want them to know that, here's some trial samples that for products you're already ordering. If you don't need them, can you please give them to some people that might have use for them? So I'm asking for referrals. So I do. So I start even during the holiday season. It's, with my team, we're mailing them out. We have this assembly line. I have my kids' elementary school directory that I have not used for 20 years. And I'm finally okay, these bougie little schools, I'm finally going to mail out. So I'm mailing it out, I have my labels with my QR codes. So if they like them, they can go to my mini website to purchase them. I think a lot of it is just are you willing to go that extra effort to take care of your customers? I'm not big on social media. If I could meet with you in person, I'd rather do that because I can go across the table and I can look you in the eye and I can connect with you I mean, it's so convenient to do it on Zoom, but I think we're losing that personal touch. I think
Agreed.
we really need to make that extra. I mean, I flew in from New York to do a 15-minute meeting. I drove 2.5 hours in the rain today. I didn't have to, but I, and it wasn't even for me, it was for my teammate. I wanted to show up to show them that we really need to go that extra mile to make people feel important. I think people don't feel important anymore because it's just so convenient to just be on social media. Hey, what's up? But to really go out there and reach someone. Because, even like during the holidays with my team, my kids are like the working elves. Everyone gets a handmade tiramisu. We'll make like 56 tiramisus and hand them out to the team. My kids are like, you know what? I go, they hate the holidays. This is a lot of work. But I want to teach my kids, it's important to be extra, I guess. My kids always roll their eyes at me. Like every time I go in a restaurant, I want extra spicy, extra this. I'm like, because I'm paying for it. But you know what? I'm extra Christian. So at the end of the meal, I'm an extra good tipper, so they can't wait for us to come back. So I think we need to show people, how we're different. And I want to show my kids, you need to be extra because it doesn't do anything to be average, right? And that's what I do.
Right.
That's great. I love hearing the trial size marketing too, Lisa. That is such an area that if people take advantage of it, they can generate customers or new BV from existing customers so quick. I know Andrew and I have talked a lot. I've talked with different teams on put those on auto ship, get 10 of those a month from one of the categories and then move it out. Our favorite is Bliss because we always feel Bliss is a product people notice right away. And in this world that's crazy, that's one we use. But I love you talking about that and being extra. On the stickers you put on there, what do you have on there? Your website?
I have a QR code that directs them back to my mini website. Because I have different samples, so you can put a max of 9, so it'll be like 7. I have the 7 samples, and then my favorite is like the Trim Cafe and the collagen. So I'll add those on there so they can scan it and go directly to buy it, so they don't have to mess around with the big shop site.
Fantastic.
I love it. I also love that you get your customers to refer you other people that would try the samples. I mean, that's a great idea for people who have, we've got 10 samples coming in every month on our auto ship. Now, once we've given it out to 10 people, where do we find more people to give them out to? I love that you shared that tip. That's a great one. And Lisa, you didn't just make your partner and their customer feel extra special today. You made Jim and I feel extra special because I know you rushed from the rain from that appointment to make it here on with us tonight. So thank you so much.
You guys are awesome. I'd do anything for you guys.
Love it.
Let's check in now with Hongna. Hongna is also in California at the moment. Hongna has sponsored 11 partners in this past 12 months and generated over 11,000 in new BV. Hongna, share some of your tips with us.
Thank you for having me in. I want to share my tips for how to build a relationship with new customers. First, we need to learn more and make us be more professional. So if we can give their professional advice, they will trust us and they will get more. They will maybe after they try our product and they can introduce their friends to you, so we can have more new customer coming. That's it. Second, I want to share. I like to use the social media to share my life and my habit for daily life. How much I love our products and how much I love transfer spending to earning to give the influence. And gradually they will accept this idea and they will try. Maybe we'll try. Yeah.
Right. It's lifestyle marketing right there. Yeah. Are you using WeChat or Facebook a lot? Like, what's your preferred social media platform?
Yeah, for me, I prefer the WeChat because WeChat group is really helpful for to get relationship with more people. I always notice if there's some ask the inquiry about the health condition, like some mommy mommies always ask how to taking care of their babies or the situation different. I will directly enter in the group. Then I will add them, and so I give their consultant. People love to buy, but they hate sales.
That's right. That's how you just quoted JR on that one, I think. Okay, people love to buy, but they hate to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also share. I'm not my point. Not I'm selling this, but I'm using this, and I want to share my informations. Yeah.
As a fairly new dad myself, I'd say it's not just mommies that will spend money on on their kids, and sometimes daddies do too.
That's right.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that great lifestyle marketing tip, Hongna. Alex, how about you? We've got a lot of, you've put up some heavy numbers on the board, 13 personal sponsorships, 22,000 new BV, 114 business plans, 165 new preferred customers. Tell us about your process, Alex, and what are you on? These are some crazy numbers.
Officially, it's 14 today.
Oh,
and most of them are from customers first, right? Like they're
Yes.
using the product. Mhm.
Yes, I lead by the product, and this is it. I love our product, and like you can see, it's 8 o'clock, and I still have makeup on, right? So because this is
too.
my brand. So
Yeah,
this
she
is my
put that makeup on yesterday, and that's how long it stays on.
I love Andrew. You said, what's she on? She's on isotonics and mochitonics, probably. That's what she's on.
Yeah.
But I love our product because our product really works. Like this morning, and few tips. I have my VIP group because, like Lisa said, I cares about my clients as well. Because your clients, when you take care of them, they will always refer you more clients. So even by this, I always send them something just to say thank you so much. So this is how my clients sending me clients as well. And it's not about, listen, some of them, they're not interested with the business, but because this is how I treating them, they sending me more. Now I have my VIP group as well. Like this morning, that was like in the afternoon, and I said, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna eat today? And I said, okay, I'm gonna have my shake. So guess what? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna share this on my VIP group live. I just did live. And I just go through and I show them, that I'm using my greens, my co-adapt, my shakes, and what I'm doing, what's the benefit, how I'm creating. Guess what? I already have few products sold because I'm giving them a benefit and ideas. It has to be simple, quick, and easy. The same thing when I always talk about retinol, use 2 times, a week. Why? Because you're minimizing wrinkles. So it has to be short and sweet. Then I create an offer for my clients. If you buy this, you will get this. And I'm always promoting 1 extra product. And 2, I know what my clients likes as well. But I'm always thinking which product I can match with this product. What can be beneficial for them? So it's not about what I want to sell, but what they might need. And I know if they have dogs, if they have kids, I always talk about it. And by the way, I always let them know.
Right.
Just in case, Jim, if you're gonna need something, let me know, because it's not just makeup what I have, but I have the kids department. I have, so I'm always telling them. And
Right.
plus, like Lisa, you said, I have the same thing. I have my VIP. I have my VIP card with the QR code. So when they scan, they are not on shop.com. They are on exactly exclusive branded product. So when they scan, they know what they use. I always promote something else. Then I have my business card. When they scan, they are on my link tree. So if you go on my link tree, you're going to be able to see I have connected travel, shopping online, free samples, free TLS. So it's not just makeup. I have other things as well. So you never know what your clients likes, because your clients, when they go on your link tree, they will be, wow, she has more stuff to offer. So this is what I do.
That's a great tip. Now, Alex, you see, obviously you have an extensive, knowledge about the products. Where do you like learning about? Do you like learning on it on your own? Do you do your own research? Do you attend GPTs at a GMT?
I do always GPT, even like today was a product training, right? So whatever I can, I always go, by the way, we can go, and we have the best website. Each one of us should follow Market America on Facebook. And even if you miss this, you should go and click video, because they always stream. You can always watch whatever you have time. So I'm not always, sometimes at 9 o'clock, but guess what? The next day, I'm rewatching this. So product training, I'm reading by myself. Even every product gets described on our website. But guess what? I do my own research as well.
Right.
Even whether it's support, but I'm always doing my research extra. So I'm always going like extra, like Lisa, extra. I do the same thing. And what's the benefit? You know what I mean? What's the benefit for my clients?
Yeah. Anyone that's been, within 3 feet of you know that, you've got that extra energy and you have this draw that you bring. Now talk to us, Alex, about what you do from making the sale to how does that convert into showing the plans for some of your customers, and how does that convert into sponsorships?
Look, first of all, not everyone's going to be interested with the business, but it's not my job to prejudge, right?
Mhm.
But what I said, if I have a client who's buying 5, 6, 7, 10 product per person, it's logic if I can say, you know what, Jessica, I don't know if you're going to be interested, but you might have your own website and you might be purchasing products wholesale distributor costs. If you would like, we can talk about it over, on Zoom, or I can call you and I can show you exactly how it works and what we have. Some people are gonna say, nope, I just wanna buy product. But some people, I can buy cheaper product, sure. And I schedule meeting with them for 20 minutes to see what they do. I ask a question, because it's not just about business, but I wanna know them. I want to build as well extra relationship. And then I'm like, this is how it works. A little bit, I talk about the business, a little bit. And then if you see there is an interest, I said, why don't we schedule another meeting? So let me go for the numbers.
Wonderful. Awesome. Jim, anything that you'd like to add? You are on mute, Jim.
I had to sneeze earlier, so I had to put myself on mute and took the video off because it was an ugly sneeze.
Yes.
Alex, what I wanted to ask you, do you use the mini websites? You showed your, because a lot of people, it's funny, don't even know that they have the ability to have these mini websites. Because I heard Lisa talk about it. You can match your products on there you want to promote, so they don't even have to go through something as small as the isotonic sites. It's much smaller and very defined. Do you use that as well when you're showing the card? Okay.
Yes, I do. I always do. Even if I show them with overview, I said, listen, this is what we have, because maybe shop.com could be too much for you, but let me show you what I have. So if she mentioned about even weight loss, I said, or maybe her daughter wants with weight loss, I said, you know what, Jim, look what we have. You can even in your free time. And what I'm promoting our tools, because if we use our tools, it makes easy for us. Because remember, I'm not a TLS, right? Because even me, I'm struggling with weight, and I know when I lose my weight, right? I know what to do, but sometimes in practical thing. But guess what? I said, you know what, Jim? Let me send into you a link that you can answer all your questions, and let's see which products they're gonna match for you, what program is good for you. You can find a recipe, why don't you? And this is how my client's doing. I just have recently $400 order, someone from Brooklyn. I don't even know this client. So I don't know even, you know what I mean? But this is it, people using tools.
Yeah.
Skincare, TLS, I'm using tools as well. And I'm always using the mini websites.
That's great. Because the old saying, either you use the tool or you are the tool. So it's more important to use the tools to give you your time freedom back, right? And duplicate.
And I think it's, each one of us, I think, have 5 minutes a day to play with our website.
Yes.
Jewelry website, TLS website, Lumiere Davy website. Each one of us have international website, right? Like we talk about social media. We should go, this is it, social media. Like I'm posting everyday story, Instagram with my links, because I'm promoting my product. I want people to know what I have. And here you are. This is it. Links, international site. Imagine international site. Anyone worldwide can purchase product from us.
Mhm. Right. That's beautiful. Well, so my next question for everybody is, how would you send us off for all of our viewers and all of our listeners? Give us some tips to send us off into Q2 of 2023, as well as share what has the 53 challenge done for you and your business. So let's start off with Jessica.
I'm going to answer that last question first. It has caused me to stay consistent and focused. I think, I've had my all in moments and then life hit me, and then I'm all in and then life hit. And, even this last year, I would notice like life would hit and it didn't stop me. Like I was like, okay, cool, that happened, but I gotta say this, stay the course. And so that was really for me, the consistency and dedication and just staying focused, no matter what decided to come my way. That was it for me. So and beneficial in that sense. And it's caused me, between that and accountability groups, to really focus on checking all the boxes, not just one or two, but making sure I'm hitting every single box that I can, so that I can really be the best me, and make JR proud of us, and what we've accomplished here. So, and Dennis too. And so that was for the challenge for me. But the first question you asked, sorry, I got hung up on the challenge. What was
the other question is, give us some tips to send us off into Q2 this year.
So I think for us, just remembering what we have, like that, I think that's the key. Remember what you have your hands on and know how many lives you can change on the daily, right? Because I think we get so, I know I'm bad about this, but that's why I'm trying to become that very well-rounded person of staying so focused on where I'm passionate and where I am the expert, that it's like I try not to chicken, into like all the other different divisions. And so remembering, oh, hey, I do have a partner that does that. Let me connect you, right? And so not forgetting what we have, but also don't try to be the jack of all trades, master of none either. Finding those people, partnering with people, even if it's cross lines, like work together to create that synergy to really help the client, because that's where we should be focusing, right? But again, just focusing on all the different divisions that we have access to and all the amazing new additions that we have, like the ERC and the I know I'm gonna mess it up, is the exercise one that they brought on.
54D.
Yeah, 54D. I was like, was in my head was not coming out right. But that new addition too, like that's major capital for us, because so many people are already doing that. Like, why don't they just add it to the services that they're already getting from us with the TLS piece? So it's just remembering that what we have, but not veering off the track or the course that you're on, like staying focused with what you specialize in and leveraging what we have, because that's the beauty of the business, is true leverage.
It's great.
Thanks, Jessica. Lisa, how about you? What tips would you give us, to send us off into the next quarter? And how has the 53 challenge helped your already successful business?
I think the most important thing I think that we forget is like, we're doing this. And I think what I've been doing differently is really showing up for the team and doing it with them, guiding them. Because there's a lot of new people like, they're not really sure and they think they know what they're doing, but honestly, they really don't. And they really need to just watch you do it. So I think if you show up for the team and walk and grab them by the hand, say, we're going to do this together, because they're kind of scared, right? They don't know how to talk to people. And so when they see you do it, they're like, oh, that was easy. Like, I just walked into a pool store to buy OTO and the girl was talking to me and I was like, oh my God, I'm so late for this next meeting. And we just started talking and I was like, all right, I'm just going to talk to her. And I was like, oh, do you know any people that are makeup artists? Because I'm doing an event. And she goes, yeah, I do. So I think a lot of times if people see you just talking to random people, you're going to get referrals, and don't be afraid, but bring them along. And I think when you bring the more people along with you, we're just all going to be successful, and they see that teamwork really coming to fruition. I think that's important.
Wonderful. Thanks, Lisa. Hongna, how about you? What tips do you have for us to get into a strong start in the next quarter? And also, what has the 53 challenge done for your business?
Okay. First, I want to say in the second quarter, we still keep on growing with our goals and follow up our team, follow up our customers, give their more professional consultant and after sales services, and be better than yesterday, and don't look back what we lost, but always think about what we can have in the future, and always make yourself like the first day you in this business, and throw yourself 100% in, and don't worry about future. Just keep on growing and believe in yourself, and your team be together will be strong. And for the 53 challenge, I think that's very encouraged me because I every week, especially on the leadership board, I can see every box we how many we have sponsor, how much we sell. This can encourage me to be more how to say delegate to job to the career. I don't know. Maybe in the future, I hope this can still carry on, and this really helpful. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Alex, how about you? What's your next quarter look like? And what has the 53 challenge done for your business?
You know what? Every challenge that I'm going for, it really keeps me on track. Even with this challenge, you should see me every Sunday, 7 a.m. I have my coffee, my dogs, they are next to me, and I know, because it's already in my DNA, that I have to submit my challenge. This is it, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, every Sunday, here you are, it's done, check. You see what I mean? When you start doing and doing and doing, you're gonna remember those things. It's kind of like a normal thing. It's like drinking coffee, brushing your teeth. You know it has to be done. Set up your targets. I live by targets every week. What has to be done? How many products? How many people do I have to approach? You see, it's kind of like I always compare this to the gym. If I sign up right now to the gym and the next year you see me with the same weight, guess what? Gym is still working, but I didn't work. It's the same thing with this business. We have so many tools that we don't sometimes realize, like what we have in our hands. Like I always appreciate for this company because we have everything from you guys. Like it's so much. The only thing is spend your time and learn what you have. Technology, product. We have amazing product. Just learn even one. And I know we have a lot of products, but even just learn one. If you have Easter, it's coming. Guess what? We're gonna be buying gifts. But guess what? Why don't you buy for your own company? Why don't you try something new? If you have like VIP group, we talk about even like money, right? People complaining about money. I did it yesterday. Yesterday I did it with my VIP group. Like right now, right? We are on Zoom and we can do streaming. And I do streaming to my VIP group. And yesterday I talked about shopping online in the UK. Guess what? I have already 2 people, new people who said, I want to know more. I scheduled a meeting for Monday to show them more. Why? Because I show them how to shop and save. That's it, from client's perspective. And I'm jumping from US to UK. And for those who are afraid of camera, why don't you do this with someone else? Why don't you jump on Zoom and stream to your timeline, right? And like if it's a group, why don't you just talk together? You don't need to be alone, but start doing this.
Fantastic, Alex. So, what it sounds like, next Sunday, you're going to wake up and continue to submit your weekly accountability report.
But you know what? Hold on. Yes, I will do this. But guess what? There is still more challenges that I'm going with OPC. Yeah. I still have it. Guess what? It's another target, another challenge.
Right. Well, we do have some great news for everybody, and we would love for you guys to hear it first from us. But Jim, would you like to share with everybody what our plan is for next quarter as we move forward with our Wednesday night webinars?
Yeah, we're really excited about this, and it's funny because it was myself and Andrew and Cullen were talking about this, and Kevin couldn't be on the call, and then Kevin was on the next time, and he started saying, well, this is what I think we should do. And we said, that's exactly what we talked about 2 days ago. So what we're going to be doing is the first week, and then every other week afterwards, we'll be doing like we are tonight, where we'll be doing a training. We'll have a training going on parts of the basic 5, hitting master UFO, all the things that need to be covered. But on the second week and every other week after that, it will be an individual retail product night. So what that means is we'll have different leaders from the different universities who will be on talking about products with unfranchised owners, but for the customers. It'll be something that an unfranchised owner can watch to learn, but it'll be geared toward the customer, so you can work to get your customers in front of this. And we'll be promoting it every week, so you'll see what it is. We're actually going to have people do a 2 or 3 minute video that you can send out to people, inviting them to them, letting them know what'll be covered during that. So 1 week we're doing the training. What do we need to do to build our business? The next week we're doing how do we retail, how do we move products with a gear towards customers. So we won't be talking BV and retail profit during that. We'll be talking why a customer should be ordering that product, so you can safely put customers on there and feel really good that, wow, I'm going to get some new product knowledge and new customers out of it. It'll be really fun. You know, the other thing, Andrew, I wanted to add was don't think because the 53 challenge is coming to an end that you end with your teams, or you end with your Smith. Remember that what you turn in is actually what we have for our Master UFO quarterly challenge, weekly challenge on there. That was not created for the 53 challenge. The 53 challenge sort of covered some of the topics, but that's something, if you've had success in this, and Lisa, I love what you said, I wrote it down, you know, getting hand in hand with your teammates, because you have to, don't you? You can't talk about it, you have to do it with them. If you've had success with this, then get with some teammates and continue on with it. Continue sending each other your numbers, continue inputting those into there, because we're also going to be setting up where we're going to be tracking teams again. May not do it this exact quarter, but we're going to get it ready so that everybody is tracked with a team again. Not like a 53 challenge, but just an ongoing Master UFO challenge with that we'll have. So those are the couple points. Andrew, please add on anything extra that I may have missed.
Yeah, no, just you know, what the other things that we can jump right into, or have already jumped into, is the what are you going to do with the Dash Challenge? That's going on right now. And so, you know, with the 53 challenge, we are looking forward to recognizing our top achievers at our next event, and you know, make sure that we're you know, shining the spotlight on those of you that have stayed focused and stayed the course with us. But at the same time, we are going to continue to push forward. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that had put this together, and thank you for everybody that made this what it is. Like, this is all you guys' effort for putting your numbers up on the board, and it really has helped all of us worldwide. So with that, Jim, I believe we have a you know, a really nice reminder, a message from a dear friend to share with everybody as we wrap up our year-long 53 challenge webinar series. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and yeah, and here, Jim, any last words before we get to the video?
No, I'd just say how special this year has been. This was you know, the first 12-week session we ever did. Dennis and I did just the two of us every 12 weeks. I don't know if some of you remember that. When COVID was going on, we said we'll do it every Monday, a Master UFO training, and that's how this all started. And the fact that you have carried forward through this time, I think, is very special, and exactly what he had hoped would happen with something like this. So why don't we let Dennis close this out for us, okay, AC?
Well, you think of the beauty and the vastness and how big this world is, how can one of us make a difference? But I gotta tell you right now, you can make a difference. You can never stop leading by example. You cannot stop.
I'm so grateful for the tens of thousands of unfranchised owners in multiple countries. There are so many people that need us and look to us as hope.
It doesn't matter how much education you have, how much money you have. It doesn't matter what color you are or what faith you are.
A person should set goals so that they can achieve the energy to get there. With enough effort, he may achieve it, but in the end, he will know he has been alive.
And there's so much to be grateful for.
It has been an exciting adventure.
The key to any success is simply helping someone else succeed. We have to keep telling our story, and we have to tell it over and over again.
Love, laugh, shine, be proud, make a better world.
Stay focused, stay the course.
We will be champions, all of us. We will be champions. Thank you.